Hey Divination, thank you for joining us in this live stream, and today I will show you how to create an open job position layout using Divi's digital marketing layout pack, which came out. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure that you do. I've mentioned a link in the description below, and if you're not an Elegant Themes member yet, make sure that you check out Divi as well. I've mentioned another link in the description below, which will lead you to the product page where you can go ahead and discover Divi for yourself. So without any further ado, let's get to it. All right, so let's start by taking a look at the digital marketing layout pack. So there are 8 layouts that are included. We have a home page, a landing page, a services page, a portfolio page, a contact page, a blog page, an about page, and a careers page. And this is what this layout pack looks like. So it's very modern. It has a lot of elements that you could expect from a website in 2018. For instance, all of these abstract shapes over here and the vibrant colors. Let's take a look at the landing page as well. And I know a lot of you really love this layout pack, and I do as well, because it's really slick, it's modern, and it really offers everything you would expect from a digital marketing website. And you can use this for other purposes as well. So you're not just limited to creating a digital marketing website with it. You can create any kind of website using this layout pack and using it for all of your pages, and just, reusing all the style of this layout pack and making your website look professional and just amazing. All right, so let's take a look at what we'll do within this live stream. So I'll show you how to create an open job position layout, and this is what you can expect from it. So we'll reuse a lot of elements from the layout pack to create this stunning design. So you can reuse this design for all of the open job positions at your company, and this is what you can expect. So we have this job description here, we have the title over here, and we have all of the information revolving the application over here as well at the right side. So this is a layout that completely matches the layout pack, and you can reuse this. And if you don't want to go through all of these steps, you can also just download this layout, and you will be able to find the JSON file within the blog post, which I've mentioned in the description below. So if you scroll down to the end of the post, you will be able to download this layout as well and use it on your website, whether you're creating a digital marketing layout, a digital marketing website, or any other kind of website. You can reuse this for each one of the open job positions at your company and just use it on your website. Okay, so let's dive into it. And the first thing we're going to do, so I have all of my pages over here, and as I've mentioned before, I'm going to reuse a lot of elements that are already present within this layout pack, and for that I'm just going to create a new page. By going to pages, clicking on add new, and giving my page a title next. Then I'm going to publish the page and enable the Divi Builder and switch over to Visual Builder right away. All right, so I'll just wait until the Divi Builder is loaded, and then I can switch over to Visual Builder, as you can see. Now, to access all of my layouts, so I'm just going to click on the icon located at the bottom of this page. And if I click on the plus icon, I will be redirected to the pre-made layouts, and over here you can explore all of the layout packs. And if you scroll down, you will come across the digital marketing layout pack over here. And to create this open job position layout, I'm going to use the homepage layout. So I'll just click on home over here. And if you want to view the live demo first, you can click on the blue button. And over here, we'll see what that looks like without actually having to use it on your page right away. But we're just going to use this. So I'll just click on the green button instead. And this will take no time at all, actually, as you can see, before it gets loading up. So now you can go ahead and play around with this layout. So the first thing I'm going to do now, since that I've uploaded this layout, is remove some irrelevant sections. So we have a lot of sections over here, as you can see, but I'm going to reuse plenty of modules and sections of this page, but I don't need all of them, so I'm just going to get rid of those that I don't need, and this is the first one that you can delete. You can also delete the success stories. And now we have this. All right, so we're going to add a new section over here as well, but I'll start by modifying the hero section over here. So you will need to do that for each one of the open job position pages that you want to create. So I'll just open this first text module over here. So over here you can change the first title, and I'm just going to change that into job opening, and then change this into the title, and I'll just use social media expert here. All right. And I'm also going to delete this text module because I don't think it's necessary, because we'll have a job description in one of the following sections. So I'll delete this, and over here you can link to whatever you want to. You can just use an anchor link to the job description and all of the information people need to apply for that job position. And the next thing I'm going to do is add a new regular section right below the hero section. And I'm going to use 2 columns for my row. Next, I'll clone this text module, and this will just help me keep the same style throughout my entire website. So we're going to use the same font families and the same settings, and all of these settings that are applied to each one of the layouts are responsive as well. So you're pretty sure that everything is responsive if you clone certain modules and use them elsewhere. And the next thing I'm going to do is add this to the first column of my row, and as you can see, the text is white, so you won't be able to see anything until you go ahead and change some stuff. So I'll just open this text module, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'll get rid of this social media expert title, because I'll only need the job opening, and I'll change that into job description. And then I'll move on to the design tab, open the heading text settings, and go to the following tab. And over here, I'm going to make some changes as well. And the first thing I'm going to do is change the text color into a color that matches the color palette of my layout pack. So depending on if you want to use this along with the digital marketing layout pack, you can change all of the colors that are being used. You can change everything you want to, but I'm just going to show you how to create an open job position layout from scratch using one of the pre-made layouts, and just transform it into whatever you want to, and you can reuse this afterwards as well for each one of the open job positions. All right, so this is the only thing I'm going to change. I have my job description here, and in the second column, I'm going to clone this. And actually, I'm going to use another column structure. So you will need 2 columns, but you can adjust the column structure to the following one. All right. And I'll place the second one over there. And you should also change the text orientation to left. So you should do that in the heading text settings, obviously. Here we go. And I'm going to do the same thing for the second text module as well. All right, and I'm going to change the copy here as well to apply now. And the next thing I'm going to do is add my job description. And for that, I'm going to use a new text module. And you won't need to add different text modules depending on what information you share. So you can use all of the built-in copy types. So you can use paragraphs, headings, and all of that. And I'll just copy the text that I've used for this. And if you want to get a hold on it, you can just download the layout. But I'll just show you what it looks like. So this is the structure that we have. So we have a lot of paragraphs over here. And we also have some headings. So this is a heading 3, and I've left some space in between, so you can just decide for yourself how much space you want to have in between paragraphs and titles and bullet lists as well. So this is the text that I have added. So I'm just basically using one description, one title, and a few lists for each one of the titles. All right, so now I'm going to start modifying this text modules. Although it does look good like this as well, I'm going to start by modifying the list settings. So for that, you'll need to switch over to this one, this tab over here. This is related to all of the lists. And over here, I'm going to scroll down until I come across the unordered list style type, and I'm going to change that into circle, but feel free to use whichever one you want. I just thought this matched the layout pack better than the default one. And I'm also going to add some indent over here, just to push the list items a little bit to the right. So I think this looks a lot cleaner. So we have this vertical line that goes through all of this text over here. And then I'll go to the heading text settings and go to heading 3. And I'm going to reuse one of the font families that is frequently used in this layout pack. So it's Roboto, and I'm going to make it bold. And then I'm also going to change the text size, and I'll do that for each one of the screen sizes. And I'll start with desktop, and we'll use 40 pixels for desktop, 35 for tablet, and 28 for phone. All right, so let me just show you what that looks like on different screen sizes up until now. So this looks good, very readable on all screen sizes, and it just takes up the right amount of space. And over here we have another section that was made for the home page, and we haven't deleted this section because we're going to reuse some of its elements. And I'm going to start by deciding how many of these blurb modules I need to determine the information that I want to share. And I'm going to use 4 of them. So I will just be able to drag these to the second column of the row that we've added and just place these right below the Apply Now text module. So pick the colors of your choice so you won't have to go through all of these settings and change the colors, because that will save you time, but you can obviously change whatever settings you want and the color palette depending on your website's needs. And I'll also choose the following one. The next thing I'm going to do, so we have some settings that are default to each one of these blurb modules that have been added by the design team. And one of those is the 0 bottom margin, and I'm going to get rid of that for each one of the modules over here. So just go to each one of the blurb modules and remove the 0 located in the spacing settings. So the bottom margin has a 0. That means that all of the default padding that is applied to that blurb module has been removed. And if you get rid of the 0, you just allow it to behave the way it does usually. So I'm going to do this for each one of the modules over here. So you can add up to as many blurb modules over here, and you can use the colors that have been applied to these blurb modules in advance. That saves you a lot of time. And I'm also going to change the icon of each one of these modules and the text, the copy as well. I'm going to do that for each one of these. So I'm going to add some information on how to apply. So through email, and I'll add a deadline next. Then I'm also going to add the location. And the last one that I'll add is the availability. And again, I'm going to change the icon as well. There we go. And if you're done modifying this, so we've gone through all of these steps, and if you want to take a look at these steps, you can go to the blog post, which I've mentioned in the description below, and once you've created this template or downloaded it, you can reuse it, and you can simply click on this icon over here which says Save to Library and give it a name. So the next time that you have a new open job position, you can reuse it. But we're also going to delete this section. So we've used all of the blurb modules that we needed, so we can get rid of that. And I'm going to resave it. And then we have this stunning layout, which we can reuse. So now I'm just going to save my page and exit the visual builder. All right, so this is what we get. So we also get these animations that have been applied to these blurb modules. So as you can see, it takes little or no time at all to create this. And this looks exactly the same as the one that I've shown you at the beginning of this live stream. And I'll show you what this layout looks like on different screen sizes as well, now that everything's completed. And then we're done. So this is what you can expect on tablet. Everything is responsive, and the same counts for phone. All right, that was all for this live stream. If you'd like to, please give it a thumbs up, and we hope that you're enjoying this ongoing Divi design initiative where we try to put something extra into your design toolbox each and every week. If you want to share your knowledge, your experience, and your skills as well on the Elegant Themes blog, make sure that you check one of the links in the description below where you can find more information on how to contribute to Elegant Themes blog. And thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.